Just about set to go now. Our starter in this one, Samantha Taylor. Chris, her strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
She's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this pitcher or a pitcher like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of her own when it comes to that category.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake McCarthy. Swing and a miss, strike one. Next pitch misses, ball one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
And a ball evens the count.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here is Geraldo Perdomo. Foul ball there. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Double play situation here. She's been working up in the zone, and typically you're looking to get that ground ball. See if she adjusts on this next pitch.
Goes down looking.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. Got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Here's Ketel Marte. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball one. Marte with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. And another ball.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though.
Rudder takes off, pitches low. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Turned out to be a pretty good pitch to run on right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. That can be pretty tough for a catcher to reach down and grab it and then get rid of it quickly enough to prevent that would-be base stealer.
Pickoff move to second. McCarthy back on a dive.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
I don't think she really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And there's the strike. McCarthy, the lead runner at second. Marte at first. 1 gone. And that's in for a strike. 0-2. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now. Randall Grichuk now.
After the loss yesterday afternoon where they really didn't ever get things going on offense, I think this is an important opportunity right here to pick up an early run.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And she's registered 3 Ks in this one. 2 left on. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. New inning getting started, and it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Taylor back to work. And a foul ball. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
And now Gabriel Moreno. Estrada over to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Josh Naylor, fourth on the National League home run leaderboard. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Nope, that's inside.
2 out, space is empty. And there's a ball. Just missed.
3-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Careful.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as she gets a 1-2. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. And there's the strike.
Well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
That one the other way. Falls it in for the out. So the batting order turns over. Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that is out of play. McCarthy in his 4th year hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Geraldo Perdomo now at the plate. A switch hitter batting right. Strike 1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Tolia makes the play, and that'll do it. Start of the 4th, Ketel Marte up to the plate.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Marte recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
And what a show he put on last month, Berg. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Struck out swinging his first time. One out, base is empty. And that's a strike. Lifted in the air down the left side. On the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that quickly 2 away. So up next, Randall Grichuk. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Grichuk with some impressive production lately. Next offering is fouled back. At the belt and fires. Swing and a base hit. So Lourdes Gurriel Jr. now gets a chance with 2 gone.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Gurriel in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Tosses to first. She has thrown 4 shutout innings. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Taylor back to work. That one close, ruled the ball, and it's 1-0. And that one clips the corner.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters she's set to face batting from the left side, same side she throws from.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. Cut and miss. Struck him out. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ballgame. And now it's Josh Naylor. His first at bat was a strikeout. Oh, she doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
No strike.
The Diamondbacks trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Got the back. Too soon at strike 2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt. Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Carroll stands in now and watches strike 1. And she pumps it a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Just misses with that one.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Up the middle, into the out. Field base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Back to the top of the lineup, Jake McCarthy stands in now for the Diamondbacks. 1 for 2. That's in there. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike. 1 ball. 1
Pitch
strike.
out, but no action. Carroll leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Now snap throw to first. Carroll dives back in safely. And strike 2.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Caught him looking for the K. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Top 6. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Geraldo Perdomo. Perdomo, a former All-Star, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. On the inside corner for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time. Line drive. That's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Marte in the box now. Takes strike one. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike.
The 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to second for 1. How about that double play?
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch just misses. There's the strike.
1-1.
And that misses. And it's 2-1.
1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So another good inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jimmy Herget.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind.
Samantha Taylor, fresh off a standout pitching performance, can she put together another excellent outing today? It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Colorado Rockies. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And on the mound in this one, Samantha Taylor. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how she's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, she's more calm and settles in. She's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most pitchers, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, she gets looser, the ball comes out of her hand with more life, and she's able to wiggle off the hook of, you know, tough situations and get her team back in the dugout.
And now it's even up.
Very humble guy, and
1-1.
you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's, you know, just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Here's Mookie to hit. 2 for 8 in the series so far. On the outside corner, 0-1. That one lifted to left. And it falls. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. A little bit high. And it's 1-0.
Ball 1, no
Betts
strike.
at first, 1 gone. Just missed.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
In the air, right field. Martini on the move. He's got it. And there are 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And now Teoscar Hernandez with a pair of home runs in the series and 4 total hits. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
First pitch changeup, she gets a called strike. You got to really know who that hitter is at the plate in order to throw that pitch again and again.
Outside low, and the count is 1-2. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Got him looking. That ends the frame. The runs 1 hit. Back here in Denver, new inning getting started. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. Taylor back to work. And takes low for ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That to right. Martini hauls it in for the out. Now at the plate, Andy Pajes. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is down low. Top of the zone for a called strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
On the ground, right side. The throw to first. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And here comes Tommy Edman.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
That one missing inside. And a swing and a miss. Second inning here, no score. So now 1-2.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
And that's down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And she's registered 3 Ks in this one. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Ball 1 1, no strikes. Hernandez
1-0.
in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Number 6, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
That one
That's a
just
ball.
misses. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Ground ball right side. Fires over to first. And that quickly 2 away. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Freddie Freeman now. Struck out swinging his first time. And a foul ball. And that's in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. And we're back. Start of the 4th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And that
Off the plate,
misses.
ball 1.
And that is ball 1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
On the ground. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Way back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Hernandez stands in now and watches strike 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the pitcher's going to climb the ladder out there.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. That one misses. The count now 2-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game. Will Smith to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. And he swings over the top there.
1-1.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And she's up to 7 strikeouts in this one. So only 1 hit. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Taylor back to work. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. Good 2-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. His first at bat was a strikeout. That misses, and that's ball one. Line drive, base hit right. Center field. Man at first with one gone. And here is Kike Hernandez. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. There goes the runner. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position at the Belton Fires. Fought off foul. One out, the runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. And the count 1-2.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That's ball
the changeup missing. Ball 2.
2-2 the count.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you've got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Man on second, 2 down. Out to short, Tovar. And that is the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That's in there, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. That's the third. Fires across the diamond, and that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Here's Mookie Betts now. 1 for 2. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Ohtani in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. Her command has been a big part of it. Even when she misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Way out front for strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So she cracks double digits with her 10th. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Victor Vodnik.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time.
Just a little bit away from first pitch. And our pitcher in this game, Samantha Taylor. Chris, her strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
She's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this pitcher or a pitcher like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of her own when it comes to that category.
Next offering is downstairs. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And now, Jeremy Pena. That one catches the corner for a strike. Late on that fastball.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Out towards right center field. Bean running hard for it. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Around second is Pena. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And that is out of play.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. Really late, opposite field now.
0-2.
Alvarez stands at first with 1 out. Got him looking for the K. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes. Foul.
1 run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And down on strikes. That pays her 3rd of the game. Back here at Coors Field, 2nd inning set to go. Stepping in, Yainer Diaz. Taylor back to work. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Diaz, 26 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Here's the 0-2. Ball 1 there.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him. She's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Man, it's so tough to adjust and catch up to a good fastball inside when all you're getting throughout an entire at-bat are pitches away. You're telling yourself, just let the ball travel so you can protect that outside corner of the plate. Then you get completely tied up. That right there was a great pitch for the punch-out.
Top of the zone for a called strike. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Chas McCormick stands in now and watches strike 1. Inside, and 1-1. McCormick with a homer in his last game. And he grounds one to the right side. Gets it to first, and the Astros put down in order. Back here in Denver, all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Pedro Leon. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Altuve in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for her.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Pena batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Liner picked on the hop at first. Takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. A little bit low.
Well, these Astros showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. She's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
A changeup missing, and it's 2-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That just misses, and that's ball 3. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Stays alive.
She's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Three-two now. Got him looking. That's her 8th strikeout of the game.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at bat to watch.
Walker
Ball.
at the plate and takes high there.
1 ball, no strikes.
And another
Ball,
ball.
that's down.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for
That's
a new
inside.
baseball.
That's a ball.
Now 3-0. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. 3 balls and a strike.
3 balls and no strikes.
And that's a strike.
You got a full count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
This pitcher will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2, she goes off speed, gets the out.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and she's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
That one down the line. He'll do it himself, and the Astros put down in order. We go to the top of the 5th. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
Cut on and missed. Good changeup right there. And it's 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. She can keep her mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. That misses, and that is ball 1.
1-0.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Fastball for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a foul straight back. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fought off foul. Myers stays alive. Swing and a miss, and she got him. That's her 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1. McCormick measures 6 feet even, 29 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, brings it in for the 3rd out. Nothing doing.
Now pitching for the Rockies.
Victor Vodnik gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man, and one of the better ones in the game.
And the final score here, 4-3. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Samantha Taylor is getting ready. She not only brings immense talent, but also a contagious enthusiasm for the game. She'll look to put those skills on display today. It's the Houston Astros going up against. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the mound now, Samantha Taylor. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how she's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure. She's more calm and settles in. She's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most pitchers, they get a little tight. They start to aim the baseball. But for some reason, she gets looser. The ball comes out of her hand with more life. And she's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get her team back in the dugout.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Kicks and deals. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's one down.
First strikeout for her in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when she's looking for a swing and miss like that. She throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
And here is Jeremy Pena. Miller gets it to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Jordan Alvarez. That clips a corner. Popped up. Estrada makes the grab, and that's the inning. We head to the bottom. And we're back. Top of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Christian Walker. Taylor back to work. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, the key to her success is getting ahead early in the count. She cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so she's going to have to work efficiently.
Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. 1 away. So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes.
He's been on fire at the dish lately, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Jones hauls it in, 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz.
Fell off to a great start. She's really cruising out there on the mound. She's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set her up to go deep into this game.
Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as she gets a 1-2-3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Jake Myers.
And that one fouled off. Myers went deep in his most recent game. Back to the mound. She's got it. To first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. And now it's going to be Chas McCormick. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Splits the plate. 0-1.
0-1.
Fought off foul. Oh, 2 now. Hit on the ground to the right side. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting up, the right fielder, number 4, Pedro.
Pedro Leon digs in now.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
There's a strike. Leon with some struggles at the plate recently. Not uncommon for rookies. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 9 straight retired. On to the 4th. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history. Well, these Astros, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
That one the other way. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Scoreless here, but now she's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. That's outside, and that's ball 1. And that one fouled off. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So 12 up, 12 down to begin. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Taylor back to work. Foul ball there.
Well, these Astros just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Just missed.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say she's convinced, but it looks like she's accepted it.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And she's up to 7 strikeouts in this one. Isaac Paredes getting ready to hit. And that's a little bit high. 1-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
She really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And that is out of play.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just ripped a page out of the Greg Maddux playbook. Throw that pitch at the hip and just watch it jump back over the inside part of the plate. I tell you what, you are baffled expecting that to almost hit you and then end up as a called strike.
Now here is Yainer Diaz. Estrada tosses to first, and the Astros put down in order. So 5 perfect innings in the books. It's the Rockies. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Check swing, called strike.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep in.
And that one is lifted in the air. Nice grab on the run. One away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, she'll give him a second to catch his breath before she's ready to deal the next pitch.
McCormick, batting with one down, takes a strike. Fastball right back to the mound. Slings to first in time. And now the right fielder, Pedro Leon, struck out swinging his first time. That one finds the zone. Strike one. And that one clips the corner.
She's been very consistent with her command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a pitch.
And she got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. Back here at Coors Field, here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Swing and a ball popped up. And there's one down.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Swing and a foul straight back.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
1-1-1.
Hard on the ground to first. Farmer takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Alvarez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. In there at the knees. And the count even 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
That's strike three and the third out. So we take a break. The perfection. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Taylor back to work. Strike on the inside corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering is in for a strike. Taylor into her 8th inning of work singing. She's been good.
She's the type of pitcher that gets better as she gets deep.
And a swing and a miss. That's her 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And it's fouled off. Swing and a miss struck him out. And she's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. Now the catcher up to hit, Yainer Diaz. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can.
In the air to left center. And that is that. So now 24. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. And all eyes on the mound as she begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game. Swings and misses. Strike one.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Boy, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Got him looking. That's a Baker's dozen strikeouts for her in the game.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. Has grounded out a couple of times. And that's in for a strike.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
On the ground right side, Estrada. In plenty of time to first. And that quickly to away.
26 up and 26 down. One more out for a perfect game. This is awesome, Boog.
On the verge of baseball history here, and certainly one of the most dominating pitching performances we've seen. Everyone locked in right now. Leon up for the third time here. Watches that one miss. One-run game here at the top of the ninth.
She's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, she hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
They're down to their final strike. The Astros down to their final strike. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Got it. A perfect ending to a perfect game. Taylor with an exceedingly rare achievement in this one. A perfect game.
What more can you say than perfect, Boog? Her performance here was incredible to watch, and I feel lucky that we got to be here to witness it. Congrats to her on the perfect game.
Welcome back to MLB Tonight. I'm Robert Flores, joined alongside by Dan O'Dowd and baseball researcher Sarah Langs as we continue to break down today's perfect game. It's one of the rarest single-game feats in baseball, and it's always an amazing sight when we get to witness greatness like this. And sometimes it can be a decade between perfect games. And Sarah, I know you had some facts about this feat.
Oh my gosh, I mean, talk about the rarest of the rare. Entering the 2024 season, we've seen just 24 perfect games over the course of baseball history. Baseball history goes back to 1876, and something that's happened just 24 times happened tonight. Truly incredible.
Dan?
Yeah, I think it's truly an incredible feat and difficult because it takes an entire team. You've got to be spot on in your defensive play throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, we've seen some great defensive plays in the past of some perfect games in recent history.
And we're back. And on the mound today, Samantha Taylor. Safe to say she's pretty stingy, Chris.
Indeed, her walks and hits per inning pitched is ridiculously good. I mean, when you look at the rest of the league, she rarely works out of the stretch, always in her windup. Probably feeling pretty comfortable out there, getting the baseball, going right after hitters, limiting that hard contact, and having good defensive work behind her.
Jaron Duran, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Step off, throw to first. And he's back in there. Fought off foul.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Fair ball. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw comes in. Runner stops. Second and third. Nobody out. And that's a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his back through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And that's a little bit high. 1-1. Just missed.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one finds the corner. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him swinging. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now batting Tristan Casas. A little bit low. And that's ball 1. Second and third, 1 away. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Trying to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. 2 on, 1 out. And that is out of play. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout look in is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with a big 2-out hit.
Rob Refsnyder in the box now. Takes strike 1. Slice the other way and foul. Two on, 2 outs. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
And that one lifted in the air center field. And that's the inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the second from Fenway Park. It's the Rockies 1. Back here in Boston, bottom of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Connor Wong. Taylor back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Wong, 28 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2017. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. And a foul ball. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him looking. That K's their 3rd of the game. Here's Alex Bregman. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And ball 1. The next pitch misses, and now 2-0. 1 out, bases empty. pitch. Foul ball there. Caught him looking for the K. Masataka Yoshida digs in now. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. 2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. That's down and in.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And she's back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ball one there.
One strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game. Now batting Jaron Duran. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Ball 1, no strikes.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. And he hits a ground ball right side. He'll do it himself. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Now the number 2 hitter, David Hamilton, doubled his first time up. And that misses. And that's ball 1. That clips the corner. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
She's done a great job getting the first 2 outs. Want to get this number 2 hitter, get back in the dugout, and face 3, 4, 5 next inning.
That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing across here this half. On to inning number 4. It's the Rockies 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Back here at Fenway Park, digging in, Rafael Devers. Just missed.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Just missed.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
And a strike to Devers. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. we'll see another payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. Stays alive. One. Smoked on the ground a second. Whips it to first. One up, one down.
Now back, first baseman, Tristan.
Now at the plate, Tristan Casas. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that's off the outside edge. Ball one. And he swings through that one.
She's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
Next offering is in for a strike. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a splitter.
She's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, she's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with her, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Started after it. Appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Next one just misses. Now 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
That's a little bit low.
2-2.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Jones brings it in, and that'll do it. Back in Boston, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Connor Wong. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
0-2.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
She had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Samantha Taylor gives way, and she leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. New pitcher on now, Victor Vodnik.
Coming on to face a righty bat, and they've had quite a bit of success against him this year.
Taylor didn't make it through 5, but no earned runs against.
She did a lot of good things in this start, Boog. Anytime your starter goes out there and pitches like she did today, you've got a good shot at the win, and it worked out for him in this one.
Welcome back. This is MLB Network coming from Studio 21. I'm Robert Flores along with Melanie Newman. A new Top 100 prospect rankings has been released, and of course there are some exciting new names to get to know, but one that I'm sure you've already heard of, Mia Lewis. We've been following her story closely for a while now, and Melanie, put this in perspective.
Here in Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark, in a city steeped in baseball history. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the Cincinnati Reds. John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton. And today is draft day, Singy. An exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams.
Boog, what's changed in baseball is that draft picks are going to get to the big leagues a lot sooner. They're going to be tracked every step of the way, and they're going to be expected to have an impact. So for teams, they have to get it right because there's nowhere to hide in terms of what did you do with the information, who did you select, and how have you brought them through your system.
First pitch coming your way next. Back here with my pal Singy, and pitching here today, Samantha Taylor. Chris, what are you looking for from her?
She's been a very dependable starter for her club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against her, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Fought off foul. And a foul ball. Got him looking for the K. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. In there at the knees, and it's 0-2.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
Makes the grab, 2 down. 2 down, bases empty. Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz. Fastball for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
And strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next
Ball
offering
1.
Misses. It's a ball and 2
1 ball,
strikes.
2 strikes to count.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Scoreless after 1. Bottom half of inning number 2. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Heston Kjerstad. Taylor back to work. That one misses. And that's ball 1. Taylor measures 5 feet 10 inches. She features a 2-seam fastball, a splitter, a changeup, a slurve, and she occasionally uses a curve.
Ball. 3-0.
And that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. And now the first baseman, Spencer Steer.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Misses again, 5 in a row. Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls.
2-0.
Swing and a miss as he was out. Front that time. Kjerstad gets his lead at first. Nobody out. In there at the knees. And it's 2-2.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Tap to first. Farmer. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Oh, he didn't get much. To that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Austin Hayes in the box, lays off for ball 1. First and second here, no outs. And that one fouled off. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Kjerstad rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 1-0. First and second, no outs. Here's Jose Trevino. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
No outs, runners at first and second. Got him. That K's their third of the game.
I'll just rip a page out of the Greg Maddux playbook. Throw that pitch at the hip and just watch it jump back over the inside part of the plate. Tell you what, you are baffled expecting that to almost hit you and then end up as a called strike. They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. Hilliard sizing this one up. He's got it. And that ends the inning. 2 men left. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Santiago Espinal. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out to short. The throw to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. He's 0 for 1. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, she's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. She has plenty of options right here. She can go up, she can go away, she can add velocity, she can subtract.
One down, base is empty. Swings through it for the K. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. Ellie De La Cruz up now. You don't want to let him get on base.
Yeah, led baseball in stolen bases last year. Also led the league in getting caught stealing. Nobody's perfect.
That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch. Off the plate, and a count 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs, base is empty. Out there to center. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. She's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And another ball.
Well, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
That one missing inside. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for her to come back in there to try to finish you off.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. Man at first with 1 gone. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Austin Hayes. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Hilliard makes a move on it. Makes the catch for the out.
The catcher, number 35,
Jose Trevino, the next to hit for the Reds. Went down on strikes his first time through. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The catcher.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Taylor back to work. Ball 1 there. Trevino, a former Gold Glove winner, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Right back to her on the mound. On to first. One up, one down.
She's been going after these hitters consistently, and as a result, she's been able to keep her pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Bowman batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
This game has been so tight, feels like the next team to score will win it.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
Swing and a tapper. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Stuart Fairchild. just missed.
She's got to be pretty
Count
proud of this
1-0.
outing so far. Sometimes pitchers cower coming into a ballpark like this, but she's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And down on strikes he goes. She picks up her 5th strikeout. So they make short work. Bottom of the 6th. And now the DH, Santiago Espinal.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of pitchers throw that these days, but I tell you what, she's got a good one.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Just missed. Pitch misses. Ball 2.
She's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, she's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Out towards left center. Jones sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Now the number 2 hitter, Matt McClain. 0 for 2 in this one. And that skips in the dirt.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
1 down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And down on strikes. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game. Just missed.
Ball 1.
Gets the outside corner with that one. The Rockies
1 ball, 1 strike.
leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Just misses with that one. 2 outs. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Two down, nobody on. Stays alive. And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Diego Castillo.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Taylor struck out 7 against 1. Back here in Atlanta, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Taylor.
Tap foul at the plate. Singy, you know she is acutely aware that she is not just representing herself. She's standing up for every young girl with dreams. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
That's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. It's got to find a way, just a little travel a hair more.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him swinging.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
1 out, base is empty. Curve in the dirt. Next offering is in for a strike. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs. Next is the designated hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ground ball. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. Nicely done for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Ryan Walker gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep
Samantha Taylor, a rising star, continues her professional journey again today. This crowd is eager to see what she can do. It's the St. Louis Cardinals going up against the Colorado Rockies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Samantha Taylor. Chris, her strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
She's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this pitcher or a pitcher like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of their own when it comes to that category.
Left-hand batter waits. A swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, that seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
And now the rookie second baseman, Cesar Prieto, drove in both of their runs last night. Out front with the swing, and that is strike one. Taylor, a former All-Star. She features a two-seam fastball, a splitter, a changeup, a slurve, and she occasionally uses a curve.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
One out, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. The throw to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first.
The catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball there. Got him swinging. Middle of the first. No score after a half inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the veteran third baseman, Nolan Arenado. Taylor back to work. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. That one in there across the letters. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school, Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman at El Toro High School in California.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and That makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
And now here is Alec Burleson. And that's in there at the knees. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed
No
there.
balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Struck him out swinging. And she strikes out the side. Doing there for St. Louis. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. And first offering is fouled off.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
And it's caught for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Mike Antico next up for the Cardinals. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count. Ball 1. I got a ball, 1 strike.
That cuts the corner.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss.
Ah, that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Creator batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. The Rockies leading by 5, top half of inning number 4. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
And now it's Ivan Herrera. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. In the air to left center. Jones sizing this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. So 12 up. And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Arenado. Arenado, multi-time All-Star, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2009. A little bit low, and that's ball 1. Outside corner, there's a strike. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. Swing and a miss, and she got him. With number 9 for her in this game. So digging in, Alec Burleson. Struck out swinging his first time. That one's in there. 0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and she's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
That's off the mark, and the count is 1-2. Swings and misses, and that K brings her into double digits for the game.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, she should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
Baker stands in now and watches strike one.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Good eye on that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. And he's got a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat her to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
On the ground. To first, out number 3. Another inning in the Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Taylor back to work. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
She's got a great feel for her breaking ball today.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Just missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see her asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears she's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That one misses, and now 3-2. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk. And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
He swings and fouls one off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Double play situation here. She's been working up in the zone, and typically you're looking to get that ground ball. See if she adjusts on this next pitch.
And a good eye there.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. She wanted that call.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And she keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Now batting Michael Ciani. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Check swing, called strike. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1 ball.
Sajazi over at first with 1 away. Pitch misses there. Yeah, that's ball 2.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. That's what it was. If you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And up next for St. Louis, Cesar Prieto.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that is out of play. Swings through that.
She just threw that fastball by him, elevated,
No
and
balls,
if you're
2
not
strikes.
looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Steps on the bag for the force. That's the third. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And here it comes. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball. 1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He flexes his power with that swing. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Diego Castillo.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free pass.